boys looking for a lift?
Yeah, man.
Where are you headed?
Anywhere but here.
Okay. Well, I'm coming here, so you have to wait for the next passerby. It's another day, and we're on the mountain working.
It's gorgeous.
You guys got a real pro up here today.
Oh,
see that?
Gosh, dude, just because you wear the hat, dude, doesn't mean anything.
Today we've got a couple projects, and we're near wrapping it up. We're gonna build the front step, put in some closet shelves and rods, brace the deck, and grout the backsplash, and then we're gonna call it a day. So let's jump into action.
You look like I do when I go golfing. Like, you look like you know what you're doing, but you really don't know what you're doing.
That's all that matters, is if you look like
Yeah, you look like you know what you're doing. That's all that matters.
You might want to start by taking the sticker off your hat.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, that's how
Oh no, all the cool kids are doing
cool
that.
kids roll that way.
Yeah, I'll leave that.
You know, sticker, your Instagram logo on your
Yeah.
truck. You know, all the cool kids are doing it. He's got to do whatever he can to try to stay young.
We got to do a quick test.
Okay.
This is the deck lateral brace needed or not test.
Okay.
I just came up with that. If you
Show
can't
me.
tell. All right, the deck could potentially move in this direction. It would have to sort of hinge and wiggle, right? So what I do is I get a little run and stop.
Didn't feel anything.
Nothing. This deck
It
is
doesn't move at all.
It's rock solid in this direction. There's a lot of things that contribute to whether a deck is going to be wobbly in that direction or not. This one is super solid, although they require us to have bracing for code. So we're going to put it on. I just want it for myself before I brace it to see how
Yeah,
stiff it was.
like a before and after.
Yeah, so it's going to be the same before and after. Rock solid. The material we're going to be using here is a 4x6 pressure treated beam. And we chose the 4x6 so that we would not have to notch it around the deck band. It will completely hit underneath with no notching involved. Whoa! Hey! Hey.
That was weird.
I do it all the time. What's going on?
But hey, we sell these shirts. I don't think many people know. It takes a stud to build a house. You get it?
It's kind of play on words.
Yeah. You get that?
It's kind of like a joke.
You with your shirt, you with your hat. I don't even know what to think today.
Yeah, look down in the bottom. You can buy one of these. They're awesome.
It's always a good day when we can pull out the beam saw. It just gives you a chance to feel like a man just for a minute, you know?
Okay.
I love it, dude. I love it.
We thought it'd be fun to line all these cuts up so we could just make one cut and cut 4 pieces at once. How magical.
Yeah. Let's talk about this saw. It's 38 pounds, 16 and a quarter
16 and a quarter-ish.
blade.
Blade's dusty. It's been sitting around too
So it'll
much.
cut through a 4x4 or even a 6x6 in one shot. Boom.
Let's talk just a second about installing these and what we're going to use to attach them. If this was a major contributing structural member, I would through bolt this. I mean, I would be required to, first of all, but I would also want it to be through bolted. In this case, where it's not really necessary for structure, more or less for looks, we're just going to put in with some 6-inch timber locks, which is a big screw in essence, like a lag screw, especially designed for doing this kind of work, and that'll hold it just fine.
Jamie had a lot to say about those screws, so I'll tell you the rest. Adding these braces can also stiffen your girder because it'll cut the span and transfer the load down to the post, which is great. It can also look better, and there's also ways you could even lap the brace into the girder or the post to make it even stronger. You know what? There's one last thing we could say.
What?
You could do this, or you could actually run diagonal bracing across the bottom of the floor joist like that to accomplish the same thing, but it doesn't look as good.
I would dare say that would add more strength.
I think you're
and
right.
Lateral resistance. Given that we don't necessarily need that strength today, I like this because it looks better. You could do both.
Here's our closet shelving. It's just melamine, which is not paint. It's like a plastic coating, which is good and durable. If you can get it in without getting it messed up. We're gonna use these to screw the boards to our brackets. We've got self-tappers to screw the rods to the brackets because they're metal pre-painted. What we found is that you can spend way more time just pre-finishing all this material, or you can spend a little more money and buy something that's pre-finished. So that's what we did. The homeowner has also told us they'll probably take all this stuff out eventually when they get moved in and decide what kind of built-ins they want. So we're not going overboard. We're just going to get them something that works really well and looks good to start with.
Did you just say they're gonna rip all this all out?
Likely.
Then why are we putting it in?
They got to have something to hang their stuff on until they get the new stuff.
Bro, just sit on the floor. That's what's gonna happen anyways. They got 2, 3 kids.
They do have kids, yeah.
Yeah, this stuff ain't getting put away. It's gonna be in laundry baskets for 6 months.
We're in the girls' closet here, and we're gonna measure for these. A pro tip is that the measurement is gonna be shorter at the back because of the way the drywall mud is built up into the corners. Gotcha? So we're gonna take a measurement on the front and the back, cut a slight angle on these boards so they'll go in without destroying the walls. So all I'm gonna do to make this happen is simply measure the front measurement, 71. I'm cutting on the back, by the way.
Why are you doing that?
Well, because it may chip out just a little, but these are gonna be sitting on brackets at the end, so you won't be able to see the bottom. Perfect. Make a really fine line. And then I'm just gonna come in like 3/30 seconds is all it is on the back. Something like that. Get a straight edge. I'm just gonna mark the angled line. And that's my cut. I got another pro tip already. So we're using a cutoff wheel to cut these metal rods, and they're painted. And if you go too fast, you'll heat the metal up so much that it'll like burn the paint off. So you're gonna take your time, and then when you're done, this is really sharp, okay? I can cut you. So we're gonna take the grinder and nice job, bro. It's good.
Yeah, man. I couldn't have done it any better.
Oh man, thanks guys. That's nice to hear. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
We're gonna try these little self-tappers without pre-drilling. We'll see if it works. May not.
Want me to hold it? Got it.
Oh, easy. Here's to you, Mr. Screw that's also a drill bit inventor guy. You made a screw that's also a drill bit.
Real man of genius.
So this fit on the back is not perfect, but they're gonna probably take these out, so I don't wanna caulk it to the wall because then they'd have the nasty caulk joint stuck to the wall later to the paint. So I'm gonna scribe a line on this so that I can kind of make it fit the wall a little better. The saw I'm using here has a painted and almost as slick as a Teflon pan base on it. So if you're doing this with like an old saw with a magnesium base, you definitely want to put some tape down to keep your saw base from leaving these like gray lines all down your workpiece. I hate stickers on finished products, finished materials that you're gonna see.
Especially ones that don't come off.
That one came off. That was okay. That was all right, but I hate stickers.
What about the sticker that was on your hat that you just showed?
Oh, I like that sticker though. That's a cool one. See, all the cool kids are doing that. You know, really, I'm thinking more about starting that step instead of doing the grout right now in the kitchen. I don't know what it is about it, but
I think we'd all rather do anything besides that grout right now.
I don't know what it is about the grout. I just don't love doing it.
I'd rather dig the septic lines in than Ellis, look at this toilet, bro. Is that a log?
What? You had to put your glasses on to see that? Oh. Is that your... Oh, man.
Dude, I swear I thought that was poop. And then you were like, I got that. And you reached in and grabbed it. I was like, you've lost your mind, bro.
You guys building this step now?
Somebody's got to.
Well, somebody's got to do this grout too, so.
Not it.
Not it.
putting in a little ledger that's gonna help us attach this stair to this front band because it's corner to corner. They don't actually touch. Now, we did something I think which is smart. We pre-drilled and installed these screws upside down so they're not hard to hold. In addition to that, we're getting it flushed up, and sometimes when you got a hard spot, you can get a buddy to help hold the drill right there because it's really awkward. And
Did
a
y'all
lot
have
of times,
to dig a hole in the ground to get the drill in there?
yeah, we're having to make a little room here, no problem. And then once he gets in there, and also that helps because the screw, if it stuck out 3 inches instead of 1.5 inches, you'd be struggling even more.
Yeah.
So we try to reduce the struggle, little struggle reduction.
Nice
here.
teamwork, guys. I don't feel bad for you at all because look what I'm doing.
Yeah, you're painting with a.
Dude, Jones is grouting in there. You're not even doing anything.
Well, I'm out here videoing you.
All right, we're done. That's all. All the concrete is placed inside the form. We made sure to bring the level of the concrete up right flush to the bottom of the 2x8 there. And by the way, this is ground contact rated 2x8 pressure treated material. You would not want to use stuff that is not ground contact rated. That'd be silly. So be sure to check. We didn't want to overfill the concrete though and have this wood set down in like a groove in the concrete because we don't want it to, you know, get stuck in water. So it's basically all flush, has to be touching and filled to the bottom, but not overfilled.
Wow, that was stressful. That almost got away from us. This stuff does set off a little faster than regular grout. Like it starts to dry on the face of the tile. Another thing we're battling here is you can see this tile is really wavy, and so it's hard to get it cleaned off with just a trowel. So, oop, that was still wet. So there's more built up on the surface of the tile drying that we can't get off till we sponge it. Double trouble. Double trouble. Ray's finishing up this grouting. I'm so mad after grouting. I hate grout worse than stickers. So we got a little more time today. We're gonna go ahead and work on some of this. The homeowner brought us some towel bars, toilet paper holders. We're gonna hang some of that up. Here's something cool. This instructions for the toilet paper holder that Ray's got. It actually tells you where to put it on the wall to be comfortable. So I've never seen that on any instructions before. Kohler. Miniature Allen keys. So fun. Because you can't turn them against the wall.
Yeah.
So you gotta... Yeah. Terrible design. Sorry, Kohler. I was impressed with the placement thing on the instructions, but this... Look at that. See?
Yep.
You can only do that much, then you gotta do it again. I don't know what was wrong with the little flathead screwdriver type. Those work so easy. Stickers, grouting, and tiny little hex things against the wall.
The day's not over yet. We might have a fourth.
I think we're done, Ray.
We are?
We're done
Let's go home.
for the day. The homeowner did come by though, and she was like, "Hey, I don't know what else there is to do up here." And I was like, "Sweet." So we're really close. We've got to finish up this front railing area, get a final inspection, and a few other odds and ends, and we are done. We're out of here. So thanks for building with us today, and we'll see you on the next one. You wanna do that? All the kids are doing it. See ya.